Mordremoth ambushed the pack fleet at the edge of the Maguma jungle. The fate of the packed assault force and our comrades, Tehern, Logan, Zoja, and Air, is unknown, but it doesn't look good. As pack commander, it's my responsibility to pick up the pieces and carry on. I won't abandon my friends, and I won't give up my world without a fight. Mordremoth's surprise counterattack totally destroyed the packed airship fleet. The surviving pack soldiers are disorganized and demoralized, with Marshal Tehern and Destiny's Edge missing in action. I surveyed the area surrounding the fleet wreckage and debriefed several of the pack survivors. They provided me information about where Mordrum Guard are taking high-value prisoners, and they steered me towards a village of friendly Hylic who can aid me in my search for Tehern and Destiny's Edge. The situation in Maguma remains dire, but we're making progress. We helped a local tribe of Itzel Hylic fight off a Mordrum attack, and in return, they shared their extensive knowledge of the region and provided 2 of their best scouts to help us track down our missing comrades. We're going to meet these new allies at the entrance to Auric Basin, and then head deeper into the jungle. Our new Hylic allies put us on the trail of Braum and Ritlock, who scouted ahead for signs of Destiny's Edge and Tehern. I also learned to use the enhanced jumping ability provided by certain local mushrooms, which makes maneuvering through the jungle faster and more efficient. We'll catch up to Braum and Ritlock shortly. I just hope they've learned something we can use. We located the Mordrum Guard prison camp holding Air. We fought our way in and destroyed the camp's ability to take and process new prisoners, but at a terrible cost. Air still gawking. Betrayed and wounded by Fallon during the escape, Air fell in combat with a Vine Tooth, Mordremoth's elite hunter-killer. Braum stayed behind to perform funeral rites, while I and the rest of my team pressed deeper into the jungle. In Air's name, and to honor her memory, we are going to complete our mission and destroy Mordremoth. I returned to Verdant Brink and reported Air's death to the pack survivors. The officer I spoke to expressed her sorrow, and we both returned to our duties, more determined than ever to bring Mordremoth down. Still reeling from Air's death, my team went deeper into the jungle to confront Mordremoth and its hordes. I led my team into Auric Basin to advance deeper into Mordremoth's territory and continue our search for Tehern and the surviving members of Destiny's Edge. After an exhausting chase, and with the help of a strange being named Ruka, I recovered Glint's egg. Kaith has disappeared into the jungle, hunting the corrupted creature that was once Fallon. I've heard there's a refuge built by Ruka's people, the Exalted, whose sole purpose is to protect the egg. I've decided it's worth checking the place out. These structures remind me too strongly of my vision. I withstood the exalted trials of strength, wisdom, and teamwork in order to secure the egg in a chamber built by the Forgotten for this purpose. Now that it's safe, at least for now, I can continue on to my next objectives, find my friends, and break Mordremoth. After securing the egg, I received a message that my friends were looking for me. Timmy left some holograms in the jungle pointing me in the right direction. Unfortunately, a Vine Tooth was dogging their progress. I found and killed the predator before it could do them any harm. Timy's final holodisc allowed me to catch up with them. I caught up with Timmy, who had wandered away from the group, and we discovered an observatory created jointly by the Exalted and Asura. It revealed a map of the area marked with ley energy concentrations. One may be a place called Rodanovis, a legendary lost Asuran outpost where we might find allies in the battle against Mordremoth. Timmy was over the moon. I decided to turn the team in the direction of Rodanovis upon learning the lost Asuran city may have resources we could use against Mordremoth. On our way, we crossed paths with some pack soldiers who had been held captive with Zoja and Logan. They explained that our captured friends had sacrificed their freedom to create a distraction while the soldiers got away. Unfortunately, some of the packed group had gone missing when a murderous creature chased them into nearby caves. Braum and I put down the beast, but could not save the soldiers. One of them lived long enough to relay in which direction the Mordrum cavalcade took Zoja and Logan. I made the call to split our team. Half of the team will track the cavalcade, while Braum, Canuck, Timmy, and I head to Rodanovis, hopefully towards allies or insight that will help us kill this dragon. It took some doing, but I finally gathered enough ingredients to have Tizlak craft a solvent that allowed us passage into Radanovis. He mentioned the city's no longer active, but we have to press on. Our hope is that someone, or something, is still down there that can help us destroy Mordremoth. We entered the lost underground Astern city with the promise of possibly finding allies in the war against Mordremoth, but these hopes were quickly dashed when we confirmed Tizlak's information. The city was long dead. However, there was a chance their research still existed, so we powered up the city and followed the biggest energy draw to their Elder Dragon lab. The only way inside involved Timey sacrificing Scruffy to bridge a blown-out ley circuit. She proved to us she's more than just an Asura with a golem, she's a self-sufficient soldier. Once in the Radanovis Elder Dragon lab, we discovered that each dragon has unique and respective weakness. We didn't discover what Mordremoth's was, but at least we know the dragon can be felled. Our job now is to find out how. I had to catch up with the others who went after Zoja, Logan, and Traherne, and let them know what we discovered in Radanovis. Thankfully, Rox left the trail I requested, which allowed me to locate them. Braum, Canuck, and I caught up with the rest of the team and forged deep into the Jungle Dragon's stronghold as we tracked Zoja and Logan's trail. We found and saved our friends, but they weren't in any shape to continue, so I sent them to safety with Casimir and Rox. Kate showed up, and despite my initial misgivings, she fought alongside us as we pursued Fallon on the way to where Traherne was being held. We finally gave that warped abomination payback for Air's murder, and although Fallon's dead, we missed saving Traherne. Mordremoth yanked him out of our grasp at the last moment. It's time to free the Marshal and end the dragon. My allies and I found Marshal Traherne, and with his help, entered Mordremoth's mind for a final confrontation. The Jungle Dragon's mental and magical defenses were formidable, but we prevailed. Defeated, Mordremoth survived inside Traherne, and there was no way to finish off the dragon without also killing the Marshal. At his urging, and with great regret, I ended Traherne's life and destroyed Mordremoth once and for all. The dragon's death sent an enormous wave of magical energy across the entire jungle. It remains to be seen what effect this wave will have on the region and the entire world.